family. My name is Vicki Dillard, and thank you so much for being tuned in to African Diaspora News Channel. Please come in liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you so very much. Listen, you all have probably been keeping up with the latest in the Breonna Taylor case. You understand that this high-tech mob lynching that our sister endured has garnered the attention of the world, frankly. And the injustice is further perpetuated by the fact that we have a black traitor as the Kentucky Attorney General, Dan Cameron. Dan Cameron has received so much backlash that it's shocking to him. He's not used to receiving sustained criticism and accountability for selling out this black woman. Now, meanwhile, in this particular case, when Dan Cameron did his press conference a few days ago, remember, he told the world that the grand jurors came back and they made the decision to convict the one officer on this one-ton endangerment. That's what some of the legal professionals call it. Other folks tend to call it wanton endangerment. Anyway, he said that they chose not to bring homicide charges against the other officers. Well, we found out later, one of the jurors began to speak out and said, no, we were never even given the option to do that, to bring homicide charges, murder charges, or anything similar to that against these officers. That was their only choice, was the one-ton endangerment for that one particular officer. So we found out that, of course, that he was a liar, which means that the fix was in from the beginning. Of course, this makes sense now why he was selected to be the Kentucky Attorney General, so that he could serve as the cover for white supremacy. Now watch this. I'm reading from a CBS News article. Now, after he said, oh, it's no problem, he's not worried about the jurors coming forward, and the judge is the one that ordered him to release the information. After he came out and said he had no problem with it, watch what he did. Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron filed a motion on Wednesday asking the court to dismiss an anonymous grand juror's request to speak publicly about the grand jury proceedings in the Breonna Taylor case. He was making the rounds on the news saying, oh, he's not worried. He's not concerned about that. Now, all of a sudden, listen to this. Quote, this is from Dan Cameron, quote, as I've stated prior, I have no concerns with a grand juror sharing their thoughts or opinions about me and my office's involvement in the matter involving the death of Ms. Breonna Taylor. Listen, y'all. However, I have concerns with the grand juror seeking to make anonymous and unlimited disclosures about the grand jury proceeding. Now, you all know full well that if the judge felt that there was some information that would be released that would be compromising to the well-being of different persons, the judge would very likely impose certain restrictions and redactions. The fix is in. Dan Cameron is concerned that he is going to be busted for way more than what we have accurately speculated has been going on, that has been going on. Let this be a sign to any of you would-be Sambos, Bones and Biscuits and members of the community. Did you catch that? It is a new day where we're going to begin to hold you accountable. You will no longer get away with working with members of the dominant society to destroy us. Dan Cameron is excited because he was rewarded with his little Karen and their little engagement party and stuff. He got his little Karen he just got engaged with too. He was elevated, promoted to Attorney General because he had already, very likely, in my humble opinion, believed that he had already agreed to do the bidding of certain political factions, working against his own people. He was willing to take a bullet for white supremacy. And that is the problem. He was so humiliated that even Megan Thee Stallion, she did a show on SNL totally humiliating him. Now watch this. The problem with you bones and biscuits, you sellouts to your own community that want to jump in front of whites, the white supremacists, in order to save them, is that instead of Megan Thee Stallion calling out those race soldiers that murdered our sister and naming them, she instead named Attorney General Dan Cameron. Our attention ought to be on the white supremacists that's responsible for it. But you got named. And Dan Cameron has been making the rounds on Fox News, looking crazy because he cannot believe he's under so much pressure. He was excited because the white supremacists elevated him. He thought he had made it. Somebody talk black to me. And then I said on Twitter some days ago, I said, who buoyed him? I said, whose boy is this? You know, members of the dominant society would call the black man a boy to keep him humbled and keep him under submission. But Dan Cameron appears to willfully, voluntarily decide to be buoyed or buck broken. And so, of course, the song came to me. I've been talking to some of my other people about this. The song came to me. Oh, Danny boy. You can't sing that song normal. The pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountain side. Somebody talk black to me. Y'all gonna get this work. Y'all gonna learn. It's a new day. We're gonna start putting the spotlight on you all and holding you accountable. The times are too hot. We're losing too many people. The pain is too difficult for the black nation for us to just sit back and accept you being a traitor to your own people. There is no excuse. This has been your war briefing. I can't wait to follow up with you very, very soon. Again, my name is Vicki Dillard. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. That's Vicki X Dillard. You can reach me. All of my contact information is on my website at MissVickiTV.com. That's MissVickiTV.com. And also make sure you subscribe to my personal YouTube channel at VickiDillard.tv.